right on the catch. Or correction. That was Keon Williams. So it'll go over to Iowa State. 43-40, Cyclones in front. 12:43 to go. 15th turnover on the Cowboys. Cyclones a 3-point lead in the ball, and here comes Taman Lipsy with it. Lipsy crosses over, gets into the paint, and a turnaround jumper, 15 feet, no, and the rebound to Williams. Here comes Oklahoma State on the run. John Michael Wright picks up his dribble. Harassed by Lipsy, gets rid of it. Thompson has it. He dribbles into a double team and hooks the pass over to the right corner. Williams along the baseline in trouble. Got rid of it to Cisse. He missed. Rebound tipped out. Kelcher has it. 12:06 to go. Iowa State a 3-point lead in the ball. Here comes Lipsy to Coons. He'll hand it to Grill out high. Now Kelcher gives it to Lipsy on the left wing. 17 to shoot. Lipsy driving. Right-hand runner. No. And the rebound to John Michael Wright. Boy, they challenge everything at the rim. And quickly the other way. Into the corner it goes, a 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good evening and welcome to Forest City High School as we get set for Class 3A regional basketball tonight between the Forest City Indians and the Iowa Falls Alden Cadets. Hello everybody and welcome inside the broadcast area courtside here at Forest City High School as the Indians, for a 17th time in school history, will host a playoff game in 5-on-5 girls basketball, and the Indians are trying to beat Iowa Falls Alden for a second straight time, and these two teams meeting for a fourth time all time. Zarin Egestal with you. Our pregame show today brought to you by our good friends at Kingland Construction Service in Forest City. Thanks to our good friends there at Kingland Construction Service. We'll get you a view inside the gymnasium here at Forest City High School as we get set for these contests between these two teams. We're not quite on the radio, so if some of you are maybe have radio or video stream, we are only on video stream until Iowa State concludes. Right now, just on the video stream here with you from Forest City High School, but we're getting set. We're not going to miss out on a minute of this game here on the video stream. Again, we'll jump on with the radio as soon as the Iowa State game concludes from Hilton Coliseum. John Walters on the call there of that contest. Well, we're in store for a good one here in Forest City between the 13-9 Forest City Indians, who finished 11-5 in the top of Iowa West this year, and the Iowa Falls Alden Cadets, who are 9-12 coming into tonight's contest. They finished 6-8 in the North Central Conference this season, and really trying to make their mark tonight with a huge win here over Forest City. This Iowa Falls Alden team is not a stranger to playing in these big games, though the NCC hasn't been as strong as it has in the past. They have played some good competition this year, and don't make any mistake, just because Forest City is the home team in this contest tonight, Forest City it does not have an easy game or an easy task at all in this Iowa Falls Alden Cadet girls basketball team. Can Forest City get out and really score some points tonight? Absolutely. But is it going to take hard work from the Forest City girls basketball team? Also, absolutely. Again, these two teams are meeting for the first time since 2016. That 2016 matchup was a postseason game, a first-round regional game played right here on this floor. Well, not this exact floor, but in this gymnasium, as, of course, the floor redone a couple of years ago here in Forest City. The outcome of that 2016 first-round regional game was a 57-44 victory for Forest City. The other two meetings between these two teams, well, one of them came back in 2005 when Iowa Falls, at that time just Iowa Falls, ranked number 11 in the state. They beat Forest City on their home floor in a second-round regional 40-36. The Indians came within 4 points of upsetting the number 11 team in the state of Iowa Falls that year. And the other game that happened between these two teams in 5-on-5 girls basketball came well before any of these girls that are going to be on the court tonight were born. That game came before I was born back in 1996. These two teams met. Iowa Falls Alden was the number 15 team in the state that year, in which they defeated Forest City 57-47, again, in a second-round regional game. So these two teams have only met 3 times in school history, in 5-on-5 school history, and they have all been in the postseason, going to meet for a 4th time here this evening. As we mentioned, as it comes to postseason history, Forest City is making their 17th, or playing at home for the 17th time in 5-on-5 girls basketball. Remember, this is the 30th season of Forest City 5-on-5 girls basketball. So in 30 seasons, this will be the 17th time they've played on their home floor. When they play on their home floor in the other 16, well, I'm going to be happy to report the Indians are 12-4 when it comes to playing in postseason games on Forest City's home floor in the 16 games that have been played all time. Last time Forest City lost in the postseason on their home floor in 2018 when Algona came to town and kind of put a whomping on the Indians, a 66-41 defeat for Forest City. Forest City lost to Algona in 2018, the last time that the Indians lost on their home floor in the postseason. Forest City trying to keep their streak of right now 4 games, trying to find their 5th straight win on their home floor. Again, 12-4 in the postseason when Forest City plays inside this gymnasium. We're about 5 minutes or so getting ready for starting lineups. Crowd starting to fill in here. Again, we're going to join the radio broadcast as soon as Iowa State ends their game with Oklahoma State playing the Cowboys of Oklahoma State today. So as soon as that game wraps up, we will have the game here on the radio and on the video stream for you this evening. Let's hear from Forest City head girls basketball coach Matt Erpelding. I had a chance to talk with Coach Erpelding this morning. Let's hear from Coach Erpelding trying to prepare for this Iowa Falls Alden team. It's been a little bit tough because they've had some moments this year where they haven't been full strength. Right now, Iowa Falls pretty close to full strength. They haven't been like that all season, so it's been tough to kind of prepare what kind of an Iowa Falls Alden team will Forest City be playing this evening.
A lot of information you get from some coaches, teams they have played, some coaching friendships you developed over the years, and they give you a lot of, kind of tips and what they think you need to do and those types of things, and little hints on personnel, that type of thing that you might not pick up on tape. So just basically, like I said, kind of focusing on what we need to do defensively, because this is the time of the season where you can't break down defensively very many times, or you might find yourself in a situation where you can't make up that deficit from making too many defensive mistakes. So
one of the best scorers that you're going to find around the North Central Conference, top of Iowa Conference. One of the best scorers you're going to find is the junior. She stands at 6'4" for Iowa Falls Alden, Ella Shire, averaging 18.5 points per game. She has made about 46 threes so far this year. Shoots well over 150 free throws this year. Forest City really going to have to keep an eye on Shire tonight. Going to have to try to stop her.
She likes to shoot the three. That's what she'd prefer to do, but she's got enough size and strength. She can put it on the hole and get to the rim, and I think she's averaging close to 12 boards a game, so you got to keep her off the boards. That'll obviously be a challenge, and it's okay to give her some of her points, but then the more we give her, that puts more emphasis on shutting down their three-point shooters. So they only have kind of the one weapon that's hurting you. So, like I said, we kind of got to adjust in the flow of the game. If she's starting to get more than we want her to get, then we really got to lock down on the other kids. If we're able to keep her down, that'll allow us to maybe allow a couple threes from some other people. But it'll be really interesting to see. Hopefully, being at our place, hopefully she won't be quite as comfortable shooting the ball, and since she hasn't been in our gym.
When you watch this Iowa Falls Alden team on film, they look really similar to a team Forest City just got done playing. Coach Erpelding talks about what he feels is the commons between Iowa Falls Alden and Belmont Clemmy.
Similar to what Belmont Clemmy does. One pretty good athlete that kind of dominates if you let them type of thing, or kind of their best player type thing, and then they surround them with some pretty good three-point shooters. I think Iowa Falls has got maybe 3 or 4 girls that shoot it right around 30%. It's a lot like that Belmont game. So if we can replicate that on the defensive end, I think we should be in pretty good shape. Our guard pressure, I think, is going to be a huge factor tonight. It will be if we're going to have success. But I really like our chances if we pay attention to detail defensively and play with energy like we tend to do.
That's Forest City girls basketball coach Matt Erpelding talking with us as we talked this morning on our Coach's Corner program. And Coach Erpelding talking about the Iowa Falls Alden Cadets and what he's going to see from what the team is going to see from Iowa Falls Alden this evening. Forest City, some of their keys to the game. Again, it's going to come down to defense. Shire's going to get her points throughout this game. She's going to score. Obviously, Forest City not going to keep her off the scoreboard. A girl that scores 18.5 points per game. She actually just most recently broke Iowa Falls' school record with 39 points against Fort Dodge St. Edmunds. Plays her AAU basketball with Peer Prep Academy out of Des Moines. And has played in some big games. We talked about this Iowa Falls Alden team. They've already played West Marshall, who's the number 3 team in the state. West Marshall is the number 1 team in this region. that Forest City and Iowa Falls are in. It seems like all roads this year are going to lead to West Marshall, eventually getting to them, whether it's a regional final or regional semifinal for teams on the other side of the bracket. But teams on this side of the bracket are trying to get up with West Marshall in the regional championship game. That's where these teams would meet. So, they have a game there, 55-42. Also beat a really good Roland Story team, 44-37. Roland Story was ranked at the time that this Iowa Falls team was able to get past them again, 44-37. They've played Clear Lake twice in conference play. The Lions got past them 76-49 and 52-29. Also had two games against Algona, a team that Forest City played to start the season. Algona got past them there 63-60 most recently, so a team that matches up a little bit as it comes far to them. As a team per game, they score 47.2, just over 47 points per game. Forest City scoring about 53 points per game. And when it comes to shooting from the floor, about 35, a little over 35% for Forest City, a little over 32% for Iowa Falls Alden. Scoring margin, Iowa Falls, we mentioned, scoring about 47 points per game. They give up about almost 50, so about 2.5 points they give up more per game they score. Forest Cities has dropped a little bit. Their scoring margin, the Indians are giving up about 48 and a half, just over 48 and a half points per game. We mentioned as they're scoring 53 and a half points per game, so an average of about 5 there. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. First of all, for the Iowa Falls Alden Cadets, a junior, number 5 at 6 foot is Ella Shire, averaging 18 and a half points per game. A sophomore guard at 5'5", number 11 is Cindy Phipps. A senior guard at 5'6", number 15 is Haley Bridgewater. A senior guard at 5'7", number 33 is Abigail Eitz. And a sophomore at 5'10", number 45 is Addison Dennis. She averages 7 points per game. Brandon Uhlenberg is the head coach of the Iowa Falls Alden Cadets in his 15th year as a head girls basketball coach. Taking a look at the starting lineups for the Forest City Indians. Number 5 is a junior at number 2 is a sophomore at 5'6", Colette Logus. Number 3 is a junior at 5'4", Emma Anderson. Number 4 is a sophomore at 5'10", Bethany Warren. Number 5 is Jaden Jerome at 5'7", and number 22 is Carly Lambert, a guard at 5'4". We'll take a break. We will come back for the tip-off between Forest City and Iowa Falls Alden right after this. Welcome back here on KIOW.com. We'll be joining up with the radio as soon as Iowa State has concluded. Right now, just on the video stream, as we're getting set for tip-off in this regional contest here between Forest City and Iowa Falls Alden. We talked about Coach Eulenberg. He has spent 12 years here at Iowa Falls Alden as the head coach. He spent a total of 14 years here at Iowa Falls Alden. He started back in 2009, 2010 as a volunteer assistant, and then in 2010, 2011 he was a JV coach, and then for the past 12 years he's been the head coach here at Iowa Falls Alden, going 112 and 152. Head coach Matt Erpelding is in his 5th year here at Forest City. He's gone 74 and 41 in 5 years here at Forest City. He spent 20 years coaching girls basketball, in which he has a 287 win ratio, 287 wins, 177 losses for head coach Matt Erpelding in his 20th year coaching girls basketball, 5th here at Forest City. Indians to the right in their whites. Across the chest is Forest City in gray. Iowa Falls Alden in their blacks. Black jerseys for IFA as cadets across their chest. Numbers are on front and back in yellow. There's a 3 for Forest City. It's no good. And the rebound goes to Iowa Falls Alden. Back to the right side. Here come the cadets with the basketball. 7:41 to play here in the first quarter. Iowa Falls Alden with the basketball. As they're going to go to the right side. This is Idis. Top of the key, Dennis. Wearing 45 tonight, and a foul going to be called against Forest City. Indians trying to keep an eye on Shire, and it's going to cause Forest City to commit the first foul of the game. It will go on Jaden Jerome. Has had her career high a couple of times recently, 15 points. They inbound, and it's up, and it is good. They inbound to Shire, and she scores. It's 2-0 IFA early. Back the other way. Here come the Indians inside. Bethany Warren, no good underneath the hoop, trying to work against Shire. Can't quite get the basket to go. And so Iowa Falls Alden gets the ball back on the right side of your screen, leading the game 2-0. 7:18 to play here in the first quarter. Just underway. Basketball in the hands of Idis. 3.5 points per game when she scores. Forest City defensively. There's the Indians defense. Anderson's got a steal inside to Lambert. Poked out of bounds by Shire, and it will stay with Forest City. So Shire caught back up to the play and was able to poke it out of bounds as the Indians pass it off there to Lambert. Anderson will inbound from the baseline. Top of the key, Colette Logus back in the game for Forest City. She missed the last 2. She's going to try a 3. It's no good. The rebound comes to IFA. It gets knocked out of the hands of Shire. She falls down. Bethany Warren, right place, right time. She picks it up and scores, and we're tied at 2-2. So 2-2 our score here between Forest City and Iowa Falls Alden. 6:45 to play. Now the Indians going for another steal. It's tipped into the backcourt. Basketball in the hands of Bridgewater. She's going to drive in. Left side, Bridgewater, 2. No. Rebound to Bethany Warren. Now Anderson. Anderson in the corner. Jaden Jerome. Back to Anderson on the right wing. Emma Anderson with the basketball. She'll drive in left side, and she's going to get called for a travel. So Anderson gets called for a travel. And we'll go back the other way. Anderson called for a travel there. Trying to go up with the left hand. 6:21 to play here in the first quarter. Across the half-court line. Back the other way. Here's Shire with the basketball. Poked out of bounds. Last touch by Forest City will stay with IFA. 6:13 to play here in the first quarter. 2-2 our score. Inbound pass will come from the baseline. Phipps will do the inbounding. She'll get it inside to Dennis. Back outside to Phipps on the right wing. Here's Bridgewater. She's going to drive in for 2, and she scores. So Bridgewater in for 2, and it's 4-2. IFA leads with 6 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Back across the half-court line, here come the Indians. Bethany Warren with the basketball, now Anderson. Here's Carly Lambert, feeds inside to Bethany Warren. Warren at the third block, gives it back off to Logus. Again, Logus missed the West Hancock and Belmont-Clemmy game on Monday and Tuesday, but some days off. Has had quite a few days off. Now she's back. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Going to try for a 3 to get herself going. No good. Rebound Anderson kicks it back out to Logus. Second opportunity for Forest City. Here's Warren. She's going to try for a 3. That's good. Bethany Warren cans a 3 for the Indians. And they lead for the first time 5-4. 5:22 to play here in the first quarter. And IFA will bring the ball back up the court. Phipps, the point guard, the sophomore, 5'5", has started in all 22 games now. They give it inside to Shire for 2. Her shot no good, but a foul called, and 2 free throws are coming for Shire, who shot over 150 of them this year. Foul on Forest City goes on Logus, her first, second team foul against the Indians. And Shire goes to the free throw line, 96 of 152 on the season for the junior. First free throw on the way is no good off the front of the iron. So she'll get another opportunity here from the free throw line. Scores 18.5 points per game is 8 points off of 400 points this season as a junior for Iowa Falls Alden. There's the free throw. It's up and it is good. Second one goes. We're tied at 5-5. 5:10 to play here in the quarter. Across the half-court line, Colette Logus with the basketball. Logus into the corner to Jaden Jerome. Jerome with it for Forest City. Bethany Warren, right corner. And they're going to call a foul against Iowa Falls Alden away from the ball defensively. So foul is going to be called against, is that Erica Baker fresh into the game for IFA? No, they're going to go to Brooklyn Handeland, 31. Here's a three on the inbounds for Carly Lambert, and it goes. So Handeland charged with the foul, her first, team's first, and the Indians inbound to a three for Carly Lambert. It's 8-5. 4:47 to play in the first. Here's Shire left wing, being guarded by Jaden Jerome at the free throw line. Shire drives, looks for two. That's no good. Rebound is picked up by Warren. Outlet pass to Jerome. Jerome's loose. She'll stop for two. It's up and it's good. Jaden Jerome, two more. And it's 10-5. Forest City by 5. 4:30 to play in the first. Across the half-court line, Shire's got it for IFA. They try to throw it inside. Good defense by the Indians, but it stays with Iowa Falls Alden. Now it's stolen by Logus. Logus, right hand up, and it is good. Logus gets it to go. IFA wants a timeout. It's all Indians as of racing. 12-5 Forest City. 4:16 to go in the first. It's a full timeout. We'll take it as well. We'll come right back on KIOW.
After that, you gotta go back more than 75 years when we first started right here in northern Iowa. Fast forward to today, and we've got 10 locations across North Iowa and southern Minnesota. We've got all the perks of a big bank, but we're still right here when you need us most. We still pick up the phone when you call. Hello. Or you can come in and see us face to face. Or chat us up online anytime. However you like to bank, we've got you covered. So where will you go with MBT? Who is MBT Bank?
Welcome back here to Forest City High School courtside tonight. Zara Negastal with you as we are still awaiting our radio listeners, but joining you here via the video stream. Iowa Falls Alden and Forest City doing battle in girls basketball tonight. Regional play, the winner will take on the winner of Clear Lake and Sadell. Those two teams playing tonight at Clear Lake High School. 12-5 Forest City leads. Indians have made a little bit of a run after Iowa Falls Alden had the lead at first. Hayden Brown's in for the first time here for Forest City. Iowa Falls Alden has the basketball. This is Johnson, the freshman Johnson into the game for the first time. Quick passing, Phipps. They try to go inside. It's stolen away by Forest City again. Here comes Anderson. Anderson's foul. So a foul is going to be called here against Iowa Falls Alden. It'll go against 33. That's Itis, the senior. So Itis is going to be charged with her first foul. Second team foul called against IFA. 12-5, Indians will inbound the basketball to Lambert for another three. No good. Anderson gets it back out to Lambert. Lambert inside to Bethany Warren. Here's Logus going to try a three from the top of the key. That's no good. Anderson, the Indians get another rebound. Give it back out to Logus. Now Bethany Warren inside the lane. Warren. Lambert left wing inside Warren. Warren inside Anderson. Beautiful feed. A little bit short on the shot though, and the rebound goes to Iowa Falls Alden as Shire's going to come up with it. Logus trying to go for a steal, pokes it out of bounds, stays with IFA. 3:26 to play here in the first quarter, 12-5. Forest City leads the basketball game by 7, a 7-0 run for the Indians. It was 5-5 at last tie. Now to the right wing, here's Shire, going to try for a three, it's good. Shire knocks down a three for IFA. She's got three more, 6 of Iowa Falls Alden's points, 12-8. Here's Brown, free throw line, Brown with the head fake. Inside Lambert for two. Good pass inside to Lambert for two more. Indians lead 14-8. 3 minutes to play here in the first. Shire gets the inbounds, gives it back to Phipps, and they'll bring it across the half-court line. Phipps on the left wing. Phipps, short corner, gives it back off top of the key. 2:45 to play in the first. Free throw line, here's a drive looking for two. No good on the shot. Foul called. Free throws coming for Shire. Foul against Bethany Warren. That'll be her first. Third team foul against the Indians. As we'll have two free throws for Shire. She was 1 for 2 her last trip to the line. First one is up, and it is good this time. 2:42 to play here in the first quarter. 14-9 is the lead. A 5-point lead for Forest City. Good size. She's got a good stroke. What a great athlete here for Iowa Falls Alden. And Ella Shire, second free throw up, and it is also good. 3 of 4 now from the free throw line, and IFA's got it back to a 4-point deficit. Here's Logus inside to Warren. Warren feeds it into Brown. Brown for 2. She scores. Great passing inside to Hayden Brown. She finds 2. Her first 2 of the game. First playoff points for the freshman. 16-0. Now a travel called against Phipps, and Forest City will get it back. 2:26 to play here in the first quarter. Lily Nelson, Drew Segelum are in for the first time. Colette Logus will go to the bench, and so will Bethany Warren. So Forest City goes Anderson, Nelson, Brown, Segelum, and Jerome. Here's Anderson on the right wing with the basketball. 2:21 to play in the first quarter. Top of the key, Brown. Brown looking to drive. She stops, gives it out. Jerome. Jerome going to try for a 3. That's no good. Long rebound comes out to Brown. Brown going to try to pass it inside to Segelum. We've got a foul on the floor called against IFA. So a foul called on the floor against the Cadets. It's going to go against 33. That's going to be her second. So Idis picks up her second. Back into the game is Dennis, the sophomore, 5'10" sophomore here for the Cadets. Inbound the basketball to Nelson. Here's Jerome. Jerome at the free throw line. Now a foul is going to be called on Phipps, a blocking foul. So she will pick up her first. And that'll be the 4th team foul against IFA. 16-10, Forest City leads. Inbound pass will come from the baseline for Anderson. Right side of the backboard. Gets it into Jerome. Jerome gives it off to Nelson. 10-foot volleyball line. Back to Anderson, left wing. Anderson into Jerome on the left corner. Jerome brings it back up to the left wing. Goes inside to Segelum. Segelum trapped, top of the key, Nelson. Now Jerome will square up for a 3. Short. Rebound Segelum. Back to Jerome. She falls down but gets it off to Brown before she goes all the way to the ground. Now Anderson on the right wing, and a foul called on IFA. So Forest City keeps moving the ball around, and another foul. 3rd foul on this possession against IFA. As this time the foul is going to go on Bridgewater. That'll be her first foul. 5th team foul against the Cadets. Here's Brown. Now Anderson. Back to Jerome. Jerome thought about pulling the trigger, does not, gets a head fake. She's going to drive baseline, stops on the baseline. Here's Segelum. Segelum inside to Anderson. Anderson for 2, it's up and in. Great passing. Forest City's patient, turns into 2 more. It's 18-10. 1:22 to play here in the first quarter. Phipps with the basketball. She's going to drive in, stopped by Segelum. Kicks it back out to Johnson. Here's a freshman, Johnson for 2. She's fouled and going to the free throw line. Jocelyn Johnson, a 5'8" freshman, averaging 4 points per game. She's playing in her 22nd game of the year. She's also started in 12. Jerome will find the foul for Forest City, her second. 4th team foul. The first free throw is up, and it is good for Johnson. Johnson, a 48, almost 49% free throw shooter. She's 24 of 48 on the year. She'll get 1 more. Second free throw up, and it is no good this time, and the rebound comes to the Indians. 18-11, Forest City by 7. 1:08 to play in the first quarter. Brown stopped defensively by IFA. Gets it into Bethany Warren. Warren back out. Brown, top of the key, going to pull the trigger on a 3. That's no good. Rebound is picked up by Phipps. Phipps wants to run. Phipps going the other way, and she has it poked away by Bethany Warren. Warren's got a steal for the Indians. Gives it off to Nelson across the top timeline. Now to Brown, left wing. Brown will drive in, will stop just outside the paint. Her 2 no good. It is out of bounds off of IFA, goes back to Forest City. 41 seconds left here in the first quarter, 18-11. Forest City leads by 7. Anderson will inbound the basketball from the baseline to Brown. Brown will drive in. Is stopped by Shire, goes around Shire, gives it off to her classmate Drew Segelum, who's there for the 2. Shire had great defensive position, but Brown was able to get around her and pitch it over to Segelum, who found 2. 20-11, 9-point lead for Forest City. 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. Top of the key, Johnson over to Shire. Bethany Warren going for a steal, but Bridgewater gets it. She goes in just in front of the free throw line. Jumper, no. Rebound, Dennis. Dennis has it knocked out of bounds. It's going to go off of Forest City, stays with IFA. 5 seconds left in the quarter, 20-11. Phipps will inbound the basketball from the baseline, left side of the backboard. Phipps doing the inbounding. I'm guessing they're going to try to get it to Shire. They do. To Shire for two at the buzzer. It's no good. Rebound to the Indians. There's still a second left. Seglem will try a heave one from half court. No, it was on line, but just a bit short. The Indians will lead by 9 at the end of 1. We've played 1 quarter of basketball. It's Forest City 20, Iowa Falls Alden 11. We'll come back in 1 minute for second quarter action right after this. Welcome back here to Forest City High School, as we're going to be joined now by our radio listeners as a final 64-56, the final score in that contest. Oklahoma State defeating Iowa State at home. 64-56, the game you just listened to on KIOW. Our radio listeners, welcome back here to Forest City High School second quarter. We're just underway in our second quarter. Forest City leads 20-11. Shire will try for a 3. That's no good. It'll go out of bounds off of Iowa Falls Alden. Indians lead 20-11 as we just start our second quarter. 7:51 to go here in the second. Those of you that have been watching on the video stream, we have been underway the whole time. Those of you that just listened to Iowa State lose to Oklahoma State, welcome. And now the Indians nearly turn it over. Shire stole it, but it gave it right back to the Indians. Inside to Brown, she scores. Hayden Brown finds the 2 for Forest City. She's got 4 now. It's 22-11. Shire had the steal, but she had to pitch it back in. She was going to lose it. Now the ball's loose on the floor. Back in the backcourt. Indians got a steal. Logus, Bethany Warren inside Nelson for 2 more. She scores 2 more. Lily Nelson has 2 more. It's 24-11 Forest City. 7:21 to play here in the second. Phipps across the half-court line. She's fouled. Bethany Warren going to be charged with her second foul of the game. 5th team foul against Forest City. Anderson will check in. Handelin will also check in for IFA as Phipps will go out. We'll see the freshman Jocelyn Johnson, who will inbound the basketball from the far sidelines. Gets it into Bridgewater. Bridgewater will bring it across the defense of Nelson. 7:11 to play in the second quarter. 24-11 Forest City. Now the Indians got a steal. Brown's got a steal. Forest City 4 on 3. And Brown's fouled on the drive-in. Brown was driving in, gets fouled. Foul's going to be called on Johnson, the freshman. That'll be her first. 6th-team foul against IFA. Indians will inbound from the baseline, left side of the backboard. Anderson will inbound it to Seglem. Seglem at the free throw line, inside jumper 2. It's good. Drew Seglem, she has 4 as well. It's 26-11. 6:55 to play here in the second. Across the half-court line, it'll be Bridgewater who will do the point duties here for IFA. Stolen away by Seglem. Seglem's got a steal now for the Indians. They've got numbers. Anderson inside. Oh, and Anderson is trucked right by the hoop. And they're going to call an intentional foul. So Anderson is trucked at the hoop. An intentional foul is going to be whistled against IFA. So we're going to have fouls, 2 free throws, and the ball for Forest City. I don't think they got that number.
Hancock County Co-op Oil Association in Garner since 1930. Whether it's tires or service for your vehicles and big farm
back here to
equipment,
Forest
or your
City High
diesel
School.
barrel filled with Cenex Premium Field Master Fuel.
So 15 is the number. Okay, so 15 is who the foul is on. They originally called it on 13. We don't have a 13 on the floor, so 15 picks up the foul. It's the 7th. Shot is up, and it is no good. Forest City got it back. Across the half-court line, here comes Phipps. And they're going to throw it away. So Forest City is going to get it back. As far as the free throws go, 27-11 is the lead. 6:30 to play here in the second quarter. Half court line. Anderson, top of the key to the right side. Nelson is stopped. She has her shot block. Gets it back though. Puts it up. No. Anderson has it now for Forest City. Anderson on the right wing. Anderson kicks it out to Logus. Logus will try for a three. That's no good. And the rebound goes to IFA. Now Collette gets a steal. And it is no good, but a foul called. Collette got a steal after the Indians turned it over. IFA wasn't paying attention. And the foul will be called, I believe, on 31. That's Handelin. So she will pick up her second foul. It'll be the 8th team foul against IFA, and Logus will go to the free throw line for a pair. The first one is up, and it is good. 28-11. We were working on that foul situation, so I missed the free throws. And so we'll correct that when we get an opportunity to. Logus will get one more here for the Indians. Second free throw is up, and it is good. So Logus gets them both, 29-11. 6:07 to play here in the second quarter. Across the half-court line, Phipps is fouled by Forest City. So we'll see the 6th-team foul coming against the Indians, as Anderson's going to be charged with her first. 29-11, 6:02 to play here in the second quarter. And Handelin will inbound the basketball from the far sideline. Looking to get it in. Forest City trying to defend the inbound pass. They give it back to Phipps. Phipps feeds it over to Idis. Idis near half court being guarded by Nelson. Idis with the basketball. She's trapped. Over to Shire. Shire's going to try a three from downtown. That's no good. That was way downtown. Shot no good. Across the half court line, here comes Colette Logus. In the corner, Anderson's going to try for a three now. That's no good. Rebound to Phipps. 5:37 to go here in the second quarter, and Forest City's going to be charged for a foul in the backcourt. It'll be Seglem charged with her first. 7th team foul, 1-and-1 free throws coming here for Iowa Falls. Alden Phipps will do the shooting for IFA. First time at the free throw line for Phipps. A 50% free throw shooter, 31-60 on the season. 5:36 to go, second quarter. First free throw is up, and it is good. And we'll see one more free throw. 5:36 to go here in the second. 29-12, Forest City leads. Phipps dribbling it with her left hand. Left-handed shooter. Free throw does not go. Rebound to Lily Nelson. And the Indians bring it across the half-court line. Anderson. Lambert's going to try for a three. That's no good. Nelson gets the rebound, puts it back up. No. This time it's poked out of bounds. Last touch by IFA, and it goes to Forest City. 5:24 to go here in the second quarter. 29-12. Anderson will inbound the basketball from the baseline. Right to Lambert, who will try for a three on the inbounds. No good. Rebound, Anderson puts it back up, has her shot blocked, and this time it will go to IFA. Phipps has got it across the half-court line. She loses the handle on it, but now she gets it back across to Shire. Shire makes one miss. Now she's going to drive in for two. That's no good. Rebound, IFA. Shot goes, and the foul. The rebound shot goes for Erica Baker, the sophomore. Gets the two to go, and the foul called against Seglem, her second. So Baker goes to the free throw line for an and one here for IFA, with Forest City leading 29-14. Seglem will lead the game with her second foul. Hayden Brown checks back in. 29-14. Baker will shoot one. She's only shot 18 free throws on the year. She's made now 8 of the 19 she's shot. As she gets it to go. 29-15. And now the Indians turn it over. Colette Logus thought that Lambert was going to be waiting in the corner to attempt a three, but she was driving in. And so Logus, when she passed it, nobody was there for her to pass it to. Indians still lead, though, fairly comfortable. We're okay right now. 29-15. 4:57 to go here in the second quarter. IFA has got a very potent offense at times, though. They can get hot. So Forest City wants to keep playing defense. There's a missed three, no good. Rebound to the Indians. Brown is 1-on-2. Brown kicks it back out to Anderson as Anderson catches up. Free throw line jumper, no. Lambert the rebound, back to Brown, steps around her defender at the free throw line, and a foul is called, and Brown's going to the free throw line. Great effort there by Hayden Brown. Foul will go on 33, that's Idis, as she will pick up her third. And 1-and-1 free throws will come out of the arms of Hayden Brown. First time at the free throw line for Brown. 4:35 to play here in the second quarter, 29-15. Free throw is up and it is good for Brown. 30-15, 4:35 to go here in the second quarter. And we'll get one more free throw for Brown as she got the first of the 1-and-1. No good. Rebound to IFA. So IFA gets the rebound. And now the ball nearly going out of bounds. Phipps will track it down across the half-court line. Phipps, she tried to throw it. Logus nearly with a steal. No, it's poked out of bounds. Logus came flying out of nowhere and jumped into the Forest City bench trying to get a steal, but goes out of bounds with the basketball, so it'll stay with IFA. They'll inbound from their own front court. Lexi Eisenbrand's in for the first time, playing defense on Phipps. Forest City trying to defend Phipps back towards the half-court line. Here's Shire. 4:16 to play here in the second quarter. Phipps has got it back. They'll give it off to Baker. Baker, she's trapped, and now the Indians get a steal. Here's Eisenbrand with a steal, up to Brown. Brown trying to race Shire back to the hoop. Brown for two, she scores. Hayden Brown has got 7 now for the Indians, 32-15. 4 minutes to play in the second. Phipps across the half-court line. Working on Eisenbrand. Now Brown's got a steal. Oh, Brown and Anderson, miscommunication. They do pick it up, though. Logus for 2. No. And the rebound goes to IFA. And they throw it away. Got the rebound to Bridgewater. Bridgewater tried to feed it ahead to Shire, but she threw it out. Timeout called by Iowa Falls Alden. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll take it as well. 32-15 Forest City. 3:42 to play in the second. We'll come back in 30 seconds.
Britt Food Center. Experience all the benefits of a family-owned local grocery store like prime quality meats, fresh produce, deli and bakery items. Download the Bright Isle mobile app for digital coupons, recipes, email offers, and smart zone alerts to save even more. Or visit us online at BrittFoodCenter.com.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW. 32-15, 3:42 to go. Class 3A regional basketball this evening. Forest City and Iowa Falls Alden. Winner will get the winner of Clear Lake and Sadell. Game is scheduled to be played in Clear Lake, but obviously if Sadell upsets the Lions tonight, that game could be moved. Here is Lexi Eisenbrand. Free throw line gives it to Anderson. Left wing, Logus will try for a 3. That is no good. Shire grabs the rebound for IFA, and she'll feed it up ahead to Baker. Baker across the half-court line being guarded there by Logus. Here's Bridgewater for a 3. That's no good. Rebound to Logus for the Indians. 32-15 Forest City. Logus at the free throw line. Now Anderson. Anderson stops at the baseline, gives it off to Lambert. Lambert makes one miss. She'll drive in for 2. No good short. Gets her own rebound. Puts it up, and a foul is going to be called. But they're going to call it on the floor, so it'll be 1-and-1. The foul will go against Baker. That'll be her first. 9th. 1-and-1 free throws for Lambert. Oh, no, 2. 2 free throws. First one is no good. She'll get one more. 32-15. Second free throw is also no good. Both of them miss, but the Indians get the rebound. Stella LaCour is in for the first time tonight for Forest City, so another freshman getting some experience. Here's Lambert. Lambert knocked to the ground. Ball gets chased into the backcourt. It's picked up by Iowa Falls Alden. Here's Bridgewater for 2, and she scores. A weird occurrence there. Lambert thought she was fouled and ends up going into the backcourt. Picked up by Bridgewater. She's going to chase it down and score for IFA, 32-17. 2:30 to play here in the second quarter. Here's Anderson. LaCour. Lambert baseline, and has the ball stolen away by Bridgewater, and then a travel is going to be called. So Lambert got back in front of her, and a travel is called against Bridgewater after the steal. 2:20 to play here in the second quarter, 32-17. And Lambert will inbound the basketball from the baseline into LaCour. Here's Eisenbrand over to Logus on the right wing. Here's Lambert with the basketball. Anderson feeds it back to Lambert for 2. She misses it, and a foul is going to be called against Shire on the rebound. So Shire is going to be charged for a foul. We'll have free throws for Forest City. Shire's first. 10th foul against IFA, so 2 free throws will come for the Indians. Lambert will shoot them. She's now 0 for 3 from the free throw line as she misses that one, 32-17. 2:09 to play here in the second quarter. And Lambert will get one more free throw here for Forest City. Second free throw is up, and it is also no good. Rebound to IFA, and a foul called against Forest City. So Dennis grabs the rebound, and a foul is going to be called now against the Indians, as LaCour is going to be charged with her first foul. A lot of fouls in this first half. 8th against Forest City. 18 total fouls called between the two teams, and Dennis is at the free throw line for 1-1, a 60% free throw shooter. She's 20 of 33 on the year. Has not shot from the free throw line so far tonight. Has not scored. First free throw is up, and it is good. So Dennis gets the first one to go. Changed her number. She's wearing 45 tonight. Normally wears 41 for Iowa Falls Alden. 32-18 is the lead for Forest City. 2:07 to play here in the second quarter. Second free throw for Dennis is up, and it is good. She makes them both. Iowa Falls needed that. 32-19. Anderson across the half-court line. Inside to LaCour. LaCour working on Shire. Gives it back to Anderson. Third block jumper, Anderson, no. Rebound goes to Iowa Falls Alden. Here come the Cadets. So they're going to make a little bit of a run here. Forest City has got to find a defensive stop. IFA looking for some more points offensively. Here's Phipps. Bridgewater at the free throw line. Shire. Here's a three on the way. It's up, and it is banked in by Phipps. Phipps banks in a three. She's got 4, and it's back to a 10-point lead, 32-22. Here comes Iowa Falls Alden. Talked about it. They have an offense that can score. And now Shire nearly gets a steal, but it's batted out of bounds and stays with Forest City. 1:20 to play here in the second quarter, 32-22. Forest City will bring Lily Nelson into the game, as Stella LaCour will leave. So Isabrand, Brown, Nelson, Anderson, and Logus are the 5 for Forest City. They inbound to Anderson, 10-foot volleyball line. Anderson gives it to Logus, and a foul is going to be called against Iowa Falls Alden as Forest City made a 3. No, Nelson's called for the offensive foul, excuse me. Lily Nelson called for an offensive foul on the inbound pass in which Forest City drained a 3. So the 3 wipes off the board. It's the 9th foul against the Indians, and Iowa Falls Alden a chance to cut this to a less than double digits lead for the first time all quarter. Shire will drive in, and a foul is called, and now Shire's going to the free throw line. 10th team foul now called against Forest City, as Nelson called for back-to-back. So 10 team fouls on both teams in the first half, and both teams will shoot 2 free throws for the next 1 minute and 3 seconds. Shire's at the free throw line for a pair here. She's 3 of 4 on the night, makes the first one here. Shire's now 4 of 5. The lead is under double digits for the first time since the start of the second quarter. Forest City led by 9 at the start of the second quarter, made it 10, and have led by double digits since. It's to 8. Iowa Falls Alden cuts it to 8. 32-24. Isabrand with the basketball to Anderson, left wing. Anderson, 56 seconds left in this first half. To Isabrand, steps behind the three-point line, will try for a 3. In and out, no good. Gets her own rebound, though, and a foul called against IFA, and Isabrand's going to the free throw line. It's the 11th foul on IFA now, as it's going to go against 23. That's Johnson. So Johnson will pick up her second. 11th team against IFA. Free throw for Isabrand is up, and it is good. So Isabrand gets the first one to go. 21 total fouls between the two teams. Everybody's going to have to be careful the rest of this half and early in the second half. 47 seconds left in the second quarter. Second free throw, Isabrand is also good. She gets them both to go. 34-24, back to double digits. 47 seconds left here in the second quarter. IFA cannot take the rest of the quarter. Indians start with the basketball in the third quarter unless there's a jump ball. So a chance for Forest City to go get a 2-for-1. Nelson's got a rebound on a missed Shire 3. Nelson up to Isabrand. Isabrand, and over and back is called. So the Indians go over and back, and now IFA gets it back with 30 seconds left and no shot clock. So 30 seconds left in the first half, shot clock off as over and back is called. Phipps will bring it across the half-court line. Phipps. Brown trying to go for a steal, pokes it out of bounds. Stays with IFA. 24 seconds left in the second quarter. 34-24. 10-point lead for the Indians. They'll inbound to Phipps. Forest City going for a steal in the backcourt. Phipps falls over, and she traveled, and Forest City's going to give it back. So Eisenbrand thought she was loose to the hoop for a wide open two as Phipps fell down on the backcourt with the ball, but they're going to call her for a travel. So either way, it's Forest City ball, 19 seconds to go in the quarter. Inbound will come from Brown. Brown will do the inbounding to Nelson. Back towards half court. Nelson's got it. A 2-for-1 opportunity for Forest City. Brown to Nelson. Here's Eisenbrand. Eisenbrand falls down. Now the ball's in the backcourt. Picked up by Forest City. Ball's loose on the floor. There's a scramble for it, and it's going to be thrown away, and it goes to IFA with 2 seconds left in the quarter. So 2 seconds left in the quarter, and IFA will get the basketball back. 2 seconds left in the quarter. IFA gets the ball back. And we'll see an inbound pass, and they're just going to let the quarter run out. Forest City will lead by 10 at halftime, 34-24, a 10-point lead for the Indians. A little wild occurrence there at the end of that second quarter, but we're going to go to halftime with Forest City leading 34-24, and the Indians will start with the basketball in the second half. We'll take a break. We'll come back in 2 minutes. Our Waldorf University halftime show is next.
Greenbelt Bank and Trust serves Belmont and the surrounding area with financial products and services for your personal and business needs. Bank with ease and convenience using their free mobile and electronic banking options. Count on Greenbelt Bank and Trust in Belmont to lead the way in assisting you with all your banking needs. And go Broncos!
Waldorf University in Forest City. With scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
KC Nielsen Limited, your local John Deere implement in Kanawha, Buffalo Center, Titonka, and Algona.
They carry a large selection of new and pre-owned inventory for your farming operation. When it comes to inspecting your John Deere equipment and providing you precision ag support, KC Nielsen has the total package to get the job done right.
Visit kcnielsen.com and follow them on YouTube.
Ricky Brothers Seeds offering DeKalb and Asgrow products for your farming operation. With a history of success and a commitment to innovation, farmers can count on top-performing DeKalb and Asgrow brands to deliver consistent yield results every season. Call Marvin Ricky at 515-341-3867 for all your seed needs.
AgVantage FS is committed to providing the best products, services, and solutions to enhance and sustain the profitability of its patrons. They are also strong supporters of local communities and high school athletics. The entire AgVantage FS team wishes the very best for student athletes. Learn more at agvantagefs.com.
Sense Seed and Services in Britt, your local Pioneer team. Pioneer brand soybean varieties are raising the bar on yields and pushing those yields even higher with local knowledge, services, and support. So make the most of every acre with Pioneer brand soybeans and premium seed treatments like Ilevo. Sense Seed and Services in Britt and Pioneer, with you from the word go.
Pringnitz Enterprises of Garner, whether around your business or town with their trailer spotting service or across the states with their over-the-road trucking. Check them out at Pringnitz Enterprises on Facebook or call 641-430-5481. Good luck to area teams as you keep trucking through the playoffs.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Zarin Egestal with you. Well, what a wild first half that was for you radio listeners that missed our first quarter. Forest City fell down early in the contest as Iowa Falls Alden led 5-2. Forest City then made it, or excuse me, Iowa Falls Alden led 4. And then Forest City made it 5-4. The Indians led. Iowa Falls Alden made one free throw to make it 5-5. Then Forest City went on a 7-0 run to make it 12-5. And from that point on, Forest City led. Had a lead at any. Once they went on that 7-point run, they've had a lead in this game. They led 20-11 at the end of the first quarter. They outscored Iowa Falls Alden 14-13 in the second quarter to lead 34-24, and did lead that second half by as much as 13 points. But Iowa Falls Alden made a little bit of a run. They cut it to 8 at one point. And listen, it's an Iowa Falls Alden team that has a potent offense. They're an Iowa Falls Alden team that can score the basketball. They have the Shire girl. We've talked about her We're going to talk about her more. She's got 10 here at halftime. She averages 18.5 per game for Iowa Falls Alden. And we're going to continue to talk about her in this. She scored 39 against Fort Dodge St. Edmunds. And, this is a team that put up a good game against West Marshall, 55-42. That's why everybody feels, listen, they're from top to bottom. I would say, okay, so maybe, I would say obviously the weakest member of this bottom four teams is Sadell, the team that Clear Lake is taking. We're going to try to find a score for you on that contest, but I would say the weakest team in this bottom four is Sadell, and even they're not a horrible not a horrible team, right? Still not a bad team at all. And this Iowa Falls Alden team, a pretty good basketball team. Forest City knew it. I mean, you heard, if you listen to Forest City coach Matt Erpelding this morning when he talked to me on the Coach's Corner program, he laid out what Forest City needed to do. And, Coach Erpelding doesn't usually beat around the bush. He talked about it in multiple interviews with me. He said, if we don't play the way we need to play, we are going to lose to Iowa Falls Alden. And so far, Forest City has played the way they needed to lead this game 34-24. But as we know, this is a two-half horse. A two-half race, and Forest City has had miraculous comebacks in the second half. Nothing says that Iowa Falls Alden cannot make a big comeback in the second half. Forest City has to play 32 minutes. You listen to Coach Erpelding say it, and he's going to talk about it in the post-game show tonight, whether they play 32 minutes and come back out and win this game or not. He's going to talk about 32 minutes. They always got to play 32 minutes, and so that's kind of the key to this ordeal. Forest City so far, they played a good 16. They lead 34-24. We'll come back with stats here in 2 minutes.
After serving the Forest City community for over 50 years, Wilson Dental is now expanding to serve you better. We look forward to seeing you at our Forest City and our Garner location. Wilson Dental, where your smile is our reward.
The Forest City Family YMCA proudly supports all our area athletes. Congratulations and good luck in the tournaments. The Forest City Family YMCA, for youth development, for healthy living, for social responsibility.
Attention farmers, have you heard of the new form of nitrogen? It is Proven 40 from Pivot Bio. It's a biological that turns atmospheric nitrogen to ammonia nitrogen, usable to the plant from V5 to R3. Choose Storby Seed, where every day is seed day.
Go
NSB Bank wishes all athletes good luck in postseason. For the latest financial products and services with a community touch by local decision makers, stop into your NSB branch location in Titanca, Forest City, Thompson, Mason City, or Northwood. NSB Bank, we're here for you. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Missile Insurance and Realty of Forest City. Whether buying or selling a home, Tim Missile and Pat Levick have the market experience to help you follow your dream. Missile Insurance and Realty can help you insure that dream once you find it. Missile Insurance and Realty in Forest City. Call 641-582-3554.
Hi, I'm Cameron, and I play for the West Hancock Eagles. My Grandpa Bill at the Cowboy Shop has been dressing Eagle fans for over 50 years. Get a great deal on men's, women's, and children's West Hancock shirts, hats, hoodies, and coats. Plus, Vikings and Packers gear, Iowa State, Iowa, and UNI apparel, as well as Skechers footwear. Shop the Cowboy Shop, downtown Britt.
Malin Egg Service of Forest City is a proud supporter of Forest City High School athletics. Nate Malin is with you from the word go.
Anderson with the basketball. Colette Logus across court to Jaden Jerome. Jerome with it. Brown looking for two. It's up and it's good. Great move there by Hayden Brown. Gets the 2-point basket to go. And it's 40-27. Forest City by 13. Phipps with the basketball. Phipps at the third block. Here's a three on the way. No. Rebound Phipps. Offensive rebound for IFA. Itis back to Phipps for a three. It's good. They get an offensive rebound and it turns into a 3-point basket for Phipps, her second of the game. And it's back to a 10-point Forest City lead. Now the Indians are going to throw it away as it's going to go back to Iowa Falls Alden 40-30 with 4:11 to play here in the third quarter. So Iowa Falls Alden will get the basketball back in their own front court. Indians want a timeout. 4:11 to play, third quarter. Forest City wants a timeout. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take it as well. We'll come back in 1 minute. Indians by 10 with 4 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Custom Paint and Collision of Forest City. Corey and his staff have nearly 50 years of body shop experience and can fix just about anything on the road. They give free estimates and also carry car batteries and windshield wipers. Located on Highway 69 just south of Forest City, it's Custom Paint and Collision, your body shop. Holland Contracting in Forest City for earth moving, Varco-Pruden metal buildings, farm drainage, directional drilling, demolition, tire shop, and more. Call the construction experts at 641-585-2231. Holland Contracting in Forest City, dedicated to making the region a better place, one project at a time.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. 40-30, 4:11 to play here in the third quarter. As we'll see an inbound pass to Phipps as Iowa Falls Alden trying to cut this under double digits again here in the second half. Cut it under double digits late in the second quarter. Phipps has got the basketball for IFA. 10-foot volleyball line, left side of your radio dial where they're shooting from. Here's a three, no. Rebound out of bounds. Who touched it last? IFA did. And Forest City gets it back. 3:54 to play in the third quarter, 40-30. Forest City by 10. It's the 17th playoff game all time here on this floor when it comes to girls 5-on-5 basketball. Now Phipps has got a steal. For two, she scores. Steal and chew for Phipps, straight out on a timeout. And now IFA's got it back to 8. Here's Logus as Hayden Brown fell down away from the ball. Anderson to Jerome. Inside Seglum. Seglum. 3 seconds in the lane, called against Forest City. So the Indians led at 1 point by 18. Iowa Falls Alden right now at their lowest deficit since that 18-point mark, have it at 40-32. They had it at 8 points late in the second quarter. Now they have it at 8 points here, 40-32. 3:23 to play in the third quarter. And across the half-court line, Phipps will come with the basketball. Indians need that defense that they're used to. Itis will drive in. She loses that. There's a steal for the Indians. Forest City is 5-on-3 the other way. Rest of the defense catches up before Forest City can get an offensive score. There's a two from Anderson. No. Gets her own rebound. Anderson trapped on the baseline. Back to Brown for two. Yes. Brown scores again for Forest City. Brown's got 11. She's in double figures. First Indian to get to double figures. Now there's a loose ball. Phipps has got it. Inside looking for two, and the ball's loose, picked up by Forest City. 2-point shot, no good. IFA wanted the contact, they didn't get it. Now in the corner, Nelson will drive baseline. Nelson kicks it out, Anderson. Anderson drives in looking for two. Her shot is up and it is good. And the Indians have it back to 44-32, back to 12. IFA cut it to 8. Forest City's got it back to 12. 44-32. Here's Shire. Itis will try for a three. That's no good. Rebound to Brown for Forest City, and an offensive foul is going to be called, or a defensive foul is going to be called on Brown's rebound. So Johnson will get called for the foul. That'll be the third foul on Johnson. It'll be a foul called against, second team foul called against Iowa Falls in the half. 44-32, 2:11 to play here in the third quarter. And now Anderson's going to get hit in the face. And Johnson's going to pick up back-to-back fouls here, I believe, here for IFA. So Johnson's going to get back-to-back fouls. And she's now got 4, third team foul as Anderson gets hit in the face. And she's trying to squint her eyes. She must have got it in the eye. She's trying to squint her eyes to try to get her vision back. Looks like she's trying to work her eyes there. Here's Anderson with the basketball. Looks to be okay. Nelson has it inside to Brown. Those ones always hurt. Here's Bethany Warren, shot blocked. Picked up by IFA. Forest City trying to get a stop in the backcourt. Phipps will get it off to Shire. Shire to Bridgewater. Bridgewater lets one fly by. She'll try a 2. No. Rebound and a foul called on IFA. Rebound to the Indians. IFA called now for another foul. So after just having one foul, 3 straight fouls called against IFA, as it will be foul number 1 on Dennis and number 4 on the team. So they had 1 a moment ago. Now they have 3 straight and 4 team fouls against Iowa Falls Alden. 44-32, Forest City by 12. 1:46 to go here in the third quarter. Across the half-court line, Colette Logus inside to Brown. Brown gives it back out to Logus. Top of the key, here's Anderson. Nelson in the corner. Logus going to try for a 3. No. Rebound to Dennis for Iowa Falls Alden. Off to Bridgewater. 1:27 to go in the third quarter. Bridgewater feeds it inside. Bouncing it back out is Baker. Now stolen away by Brown. Brown's got a steal. She'll go all the way for 2, and she scores. Brown's got 13. The freshman is not fazed by a postseason game as the Indians back in the lead by 14, 46-32. 1:05 to play in the third. Dennis, now it's stolen by Anderson. Anderson will feed it back. Oh, she double dribbled. 1 minute to play in the third. Double dribble called. 46-32, a 14-point lead for Forest City. Timeout Iowa Falls Alden. With 1 minute to play in the third, timeout Iowa Falls. 30-second timeout. We'll take it as well. We'll come back in 30 here on KIOW.
The Farmers Co-op of Forest City, Leyland of Buffalo Center, Iowa, and Keystone, Minnesota. For all your feed, seed, fertilizer, chemical, and fuel needs, see the Farmers Co-op, serving the area since 1916. Good luck to our area athletes from the Farmers Co-op Association.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. Forest City trying to reach the regional semifinals again. Forest City has not missed the regional semifinals since 2015. The last time they lost in the first round was the Indians lost in 2015. Trying to make it 8 straight regional quarterfinal victories. 46-32. They lead by 14 right now. 53 seconds left in the third. Pretty incredible run here for Forest City. Got to keep it going, though. There's a drive. Bridgewater gets the 2 to go, and a foul is going to be called on Lambert. So Lambert's going to be charged with her first. Third team foul against Forest City. Bridgewater gets the 2 to go, her first 2-point basket in the second half. And now she's going to have a chance at an and 1 here for IFA. 1 for 1 from the free throw line tonight here in the second half. Gets this one to go as well. 46-35. 45 seconds left here in the third quarter. Nelson. Indians nearly turn it over. Logus in the corner. Lambert's going to try for a 3. Yes, ma'am. Carly Lambert knocks down her second 3 of the game. 49-35. Indians by 14 again. 30 seconds left in the third. Bridgewater top of the key. Bridgewater trapped. Dennis free throw line. Dennis drives in. And we're going to have another blocking foul call, or another foul called here against Lambert. She's going to pick up her second straight. So Lambert charged with her second straight foul. 4th team foul against Forest City. 4-4 as far as the foul goes in the second half on the two teams. Iowa Falls Alden had 11 in the first half. Forest City had 10. Inbound the basketball to Shire. Tried to. Stolen away by the Indians. Now the ball's on the floor. Who's going to come up with it? Forest City does. Anderson the steal. Off to Logus. Now to Brown. Brown kicks it back out. Logus top of the key, and she's going to back it back out. Indians, 10 seconds left in the third quarter. They can wait for the final shot. Here's Anderson. In the corner, Lambert. 5 seconds in the quarter. They got to get a shot up now. Brown got to pull the trigger on one. She's fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line for 3. Brown fouled at the buzzer. She'll go to the free throw line for 3 free throws. Hayden Brown will have an opportunity at 3 free throws, a three-pointer the hard way. Foul for Iowa Falls. Alden will be on Idis. That'll be her fourth. 15th foul against IFA. And Hayden Brown, the freshman, 51% free throw shooter, will get 3. She misses the first. 49-35. 3 minutes, third quarter. We'll go to the fourth after this. Nobody else is at the free throw line besides Brown because there's no point. The quarter did expire. Second free throw is good. She will get one more before we go to the fourth. It'll be at least a 15-point lead for Forest City. Brown can make it a 16-point lead going to the fourth quarter. Free throw, good. Brown makes 2 of 3. It's a 16-point lead for the Indians. We'll go to the fourth quarter in 1 minute, 51-35. Forest City by 16.
Norseman Trucking in Lake Mills, Iowa excels in developing personal relationships with customers and company personnel, allowing Norseman to customize to their needs. Like them on Facebook, follow them on Twitter, and visit them online at norseman.com. That's NORSEMEN.com.
A&W Restaurant in Forest City. A&W has delicious burgers, cheese curds, onion rings, chicken tenders, and more available daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Finish your meal with a tasty root beer float, shake, polar swirl, or soft serve ice cream. A&W, where the food is as good as the root beer. Highway 69 North in Forest City.
We want to see your smile. At Garner Dental Group, our goal is making sure every patient is confident in showing their full smile. No matter your dental needs, we can make that happen. Call us today to schedule an appointment and make 2023 the year your smile shines. Garner Dental Group. For more information, visit garnerdental.com.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. Indians outscore Iowa Falls Alden 17-11 in the third. Now lead by 16, 51-35. 8 minutes of basketball. Forest City is away from their 8th straight quarterfinal victory. 5th straight at home. Here's a 2 Shire, no good. She was expecting contact. The contact didn't come, so she was a little bit strong on the shot. Now Jaden Jerome has it. Here's Brown. Brown going to try to add on to her totals. It's good. Hayden Brown, have a night, young lady. 18 points in her first ever postseason game. 54-34, Forest City by 19. And now IFA throws it towards the out of bounds. It's going to go out of bounds, but it'll be off of Forest City. So the Cadets will get the basketball. They'll inbound in the front court right in front of the Forest City student section. 7:25 to go here in the fourth quarter, 54-35. Indians lead by 19. Inbounds to Shire. Shire at the free throw line looking for 2. It's up and it is no good. Foul called, and Shire's going to the free throw line. Foul for Forest City comes against Bethany Warren. So Warren will pick up her 4th now. 15th foul against the Indians, and Bethany Warren has sat out much of this game with foul trouble and looks like she's going to be heading back to the bench for the Indians. Shire's first free throw is up and it is good. Shire was 5 of 6 from the free throw line in the first half. First time in the second half she's shooting free throws. Bethany Warren does go back to the bench as Seglum comes back in for Forest City. 7:19 to go in the fourth. Second free throw is up and it is also good for Shire. 54-37, 7:18 to play here in the fourth. Brown across the half-court line for the Indians. 18 points for the freshman in her postseason debut. Her career high is 25 points. Here's Colette Logus. Free throw line, Seglum. Seglum was looking back at Brown, but she was guarded. Here's Nelson back to Brown now for 2. She's got 20. Hayden Brown has a 20-point game in the postseason. 20-point game for Brown. 56-37, back to 19. 6:50 to play here in the fourth. Trap on for Forest City, looking for a steal. Brown's got a steal. Brown looking for 2 more. Brown, the steal, going the other way. Loses the handle on it, puts it up, and she scores. 22 points for the Indians freshman. 58-37, a 21-point lead now. 6:33 to play here in the fourth. Here's Phipps, short corner. Dennis on the right wing, top of the key, Shire. Shire drives in, looking for 2. It's up, no good. Rebound to Seglum, up to Brown. Can Brown have 2 more? Why not? Oh, she doesn't get it to go this time. A little bit short on the shot, and the rebound comes back to IFA, and it'll be a jump ball. Stays with Forest City. Brown just a little short on that one, going up for it. 58-37, 6:16 to play here in the fourth quarter. Now Phipps has got a steal on the inbound pass across the half-court line. Here comes IFA, short corner inside. Now back to Phipps. Shire, and a foul is going to be called against Forest City. So foul called against the Indians on the inside. It'll be Segalum charged with her third. 16 foul against Forest City, so IFA will shoot free throws for the rest of the game. Anderson will come in, Logus will go out, 58-37. Logus obviously has missed 2 games and trying to get back healthy, so maybe not needed as much in a 21-point game. Phipps, Anderson's got a steal now. Anderson going the other way. Anderson for 2, and she scores. Anderson finds 2 more for Forest City. Make it 60-37 now. 5:50 to play here in the fourth. Phipps across the half-court line. Phipps on the right wing. Hands it off to Shire. Free throw line, Dennis. Basketball in the hands of Handelin. Shire to Dennis. And a foul is going to be called against Forest City as Anderson is going to be charged with her third, I believe. Yeah, Anderson charged with her third. 1-and-1 free throws here for Iowa Falls Alden. 60-37. Idis will check back in as Handelin will go out. 5:34 to play here in the fourth quarter, 60-37. And Dennis will shoot a 1-and-1 opportunity here for IFA. 2 for 2 from the free throw line tonight. First one goes. Now 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Iowa Falls Alden has shot lights out from the free throw line tonight. They were 10 of 12 in the first half and are now 5 of 5 in the second half. Second free throw is up, and it is no good. Shire, the rebound, puts it up, and she scores. It's a 3-point transition there for IFA. As the free throw doesn't go, but Shire puts it back in. 3-point play, and now it's back to 20, 60-40. 5:20 to play here in the fourth quarter. Brown left wing. Jerome with the basketball. Anderson top of the key. Brings it back towards half court. Now Nelson. Here's Brown left wing. Anderson short corner. Back to Brown. Brown's going to try an 18-foot jumper. That is no good. She knew it was no good. She went to run after it, but they're going to say it hit the shot clock, so it's out of bounds, and it goes back to IFA. Brown, shooters just know what's going to happen with that basketball sometimes. As soon as Brown let that one go, she sprinted to the rim to go after it. She did get the rebound, but it went out of bounds first, so it will not count as a rebound there for Brown. It went out of bounds, hit the shot clock. 4:58 to go here in the fourth quarter. And now the Indians going for another steal on the floor. We've got 2 bodies on the floor. It'll be a jump ball, which will go to Iowa Falls Alden. So jump ball to IFA with 4:53 to play here in the fourth quarter. Bridgewater will inbound the basketball here from in front of the scorer's table. Nope, they're going to switch. Idis will do the inbounding. 4:53 to play in the fourth. Inbounds to Shire. Shire working on Brown. Shire free throw line. Will drive in, and an offensive foul is called. Shire called for an offensive foul. That'll be her second. 16th foul against IFA. 60-40, Forest City by 20. 4:48 to go here in the fourth quarter. And the Indians will bring the ball back up the court. Brown and Anderson will be the 2 that bring it across the half-court line. The other 3, Seglum, Jerome, and Nelson are waiting for them. Brown with the basketball. Brown over to Jerome. Jerome on the right wing, back to Anderson. Anderson over to Brown. Indians just playing catch right now behind the three-point line. Are in no rush, leading by 20 with 15 on the shot clock. Here's Anderson at the free throw line. Anderson's fouled. And free throws coming for Forest City as Brown just picked up Johnson picked up her 5th, so she will foul out. Jocelyn Johnson, the freshman, will foul out of the game. As 17th foul against Iowa Falls. Baker will come into the game. And Anderson will have 1-and-1 for Forest City. First free throw is good. Anderson is now 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. 61-40. 4:23 to play here in the fourth quarter. Indians lead by 21. Class 3A Region 4 first round. Second free throw no good. Rebound to Dennis for IFA. She's trapped in the backcourt, though. Now Idis will hand it off to Bridgewater, who will run it for Iowa Falls Alden across the half-court line. To Idis, into the corner. This is Baker. Baker's trapped in the left corner. Baker now baseline. will kick it back out to Shire, top of the key, gets one to miss. Free throw line jumper, Shire, no. Rebound, Dennis puts it back up, she's fouled, and will go to the free throw line. Foul this time will be called against Forest City, and it will go on Jaden Jerome. So Jerome will pick up her third foul now. 8th team foul against the Indians, and Dennis will go back to the free throw line where she is 3 of 4 so far in this game. Free throw for Dennis is no good. So Dennis will get one more free throw. Nelson comes to the bench for the Indians. 61-40, 4 minutes to play here in the fourth. Second free throw for Dennis is no good. Rebound to Colette Logus for the Indians. So Dennis misses on her last three after making her first three. Here's Brown at half court, near half court. To Jerome, back to Brown. 3:47 to go in the fourth quarter. Now Logus on the left wing. Over to Anderson, 10-foot volleyball line. Here's Seglum on the right wing. Seglum, 14 on the shot clock. Off to Brown on the 10-foot volleyball line. Here's Colette Logus. Back to Brown. 8 on the shot clock. Here's Jerome. 6 on the shot clock. Got to get a shot off. Brown will pull the trigger from the top of the key. No, that was looking for a tie of her career high. Brown gets the rebound, gives it off to Anderson. She hit Anderson in the face, and now a foul is going to be called. As Anderson got kind of a double whammy in the face, Brown threw a pass to her that hit her in the face, and then after she grabbed the basketball back, she got hit in the face by Shire. So Shire will be charged with her third. It'll be the 8th team foul against IFA, and Anderson will leave the game here for Forest City, and the Indians will have to bring somebody in to shoot 1-1. So Anderson, hopefully she's okay. She's going to have to leave the game. Again, kind of got hit in the face twice there with the basketball and then got an arm. So Carly Lambert will come in off the bench to shoot free throws for Forest City. She's 0 for 3 so far on the night, but a usual pretty good free throw shooter, 70% on the season. First free throw in and out, no good. And it's going to go out of bounds off of IFA, so it'll stay with Forest City. So the 1-1 free throw from Lambert is no good. Ball goes out of bounds off of IFA. It's Forest City basketball. Timeout Indians. 61-40, 3:20 to play in the fourth. It'll be a timeout Forest City. 30-second timeout. We'll take it as well. We'll come back in 30 on KIOW.
Advanced Door Systems of Forest City. Advanced Door Systems is your Raynor and CHI overhead door dealer. They also service any make or model of overhead door. Call 641-585-1900 to see them online at ads-doors.com. Advanced Door Systems, the right door, the right way.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW. Clear Lake, a final in Clear Lake, 79-39. Clear Lake over St. El. So the winner of this game will get Clear Lake at Clear Lake on Wednesday. 79-39, the final, a 40-point game there. 61-20, a 21-point game here. Logus going to try for a three. That's good. Colette Logus will knock down her first three of the game. Trying to get back in the swing of things. Now 24 in favor of Forest City, 64-40. Here's a three, Itis. No. Rebound. Lambert's got it for Forest City. Off to Jerome. 64-40, Forest City leads. 2:53 to play here in the fourth quarter. Brown with the basketball near half court. Brown hands it off to Logus. 2:46 to play here in the fourth. Logus with the basketball. Hayden Brown on the left wing. Brown works back towards the half court line, gives it off to Lambert. Lambert inside the lane. Seglum free throw line. Seglum will just try for two. It's off the mark, no good. Gets her own rebound, though. Seglum this time will drive in a little bit closer of a shot. She gets it to go. 2-point basket for Seglum. She's got 6 tonight, and it's 66-40, Forest City by 26. 2:21 to play here in the fourth. In the corner, IFA gives it inside to Dennis for 2. She scores. Dennis gets her first field goal of the game. 66-42. 2:07 to play in the fourth quarter. Brown with the basketball for the Indians. Over to Jaden Jerome. Jerome with the basketball, 10-foot volleyball line. To Brown. Brown with it, hands it off to Seglum. Fourth block, Seglum. To Logus, she's going to catch and shoot a three. That's no good short. And the rebound comes to Itis for IFA. 66-42. 1:50 to play here in the fourth quarter. Across the half-court line, it's Bridgewater. Nearly stolen by Jerome. And now we've got a fight for it and a foul called against Forest City. So foul will be called against the Indians as Logus will be called for her second. 9th team foul against the Indians, and 1-and-1 free throws will come for Dennis. Dennis will get a 1-and-1 opportunity. Has missed her last 3. 1:40 to play here in the fourth quarter, 66-42. First free throw, is up and it is good. And she will get one more. So Dennis now 4 of 7, excuse me. This will be her 8th shot, 4 of 7 from the free throw line. 8th shot is no good. Rebounded Jaden Jerome for Forest City. 66-43. 1:34 to play here in the fourth quarter. Colette Logus has the basketball for the Indians. Logus backs up towards half court. 1:27 to go here in the fourth quarter, 66-43. Logus backs up again towards half court. Got to be careful as she's about a step and a half away from backing up behind the half court line. Here's Hayden Brown on the right wing. Forest City's got 4 girls ready to check in. Here's Brown with the basketball. Brown looking to drive. Brown wants a couple more. No, she just drives underneath the hoop, gives it back to Logus. Logus will try for a 3. That's no good. Lambert inside the lane falls down. Bridgewater's got in a fouls called against Jerome. So Jerome is going to be picked up or charged with her 4th, 10th team foul. And we've got 2 free throws coming now for Bridgewater. So Haley Bridgewater will get 2 at the free throw line. She's 2 for 2 already in this game for IFA. 1:01 to play in the fourth. First free throw is up, and it is no good off the front of the iron. Indians will bring in Aubrey Miller, Brenna Geeson, Jenna Donchi, Stella LaCour, and Lexi Eisenbrand. So Forest City fans will give their team a standing ovation across the way with 1:01 to play. They can feel it. It'll be the 8th straight quarterfinal victory for Forest City. Second free throw is in and out, also no good. And the rebound comes out here to Forest City. Aubrey Miller on the right side. Under a minute to play. Here's Brenna Geeson. Free throw line Geeson. Stella LaCour inside Donchi for 2. Up, no good. Rebound Geeson, and a foul is going to be called. So I believe Brenna Geeson's going to go to the free throw line for Forest City as a foul is going to be called here on IFA. It will be on Bridgewater, her 4th. 9th team foul against IFA. Incredible amount of fouls. IFA has committed 20 in this game. Forest City has committed 40 total fouls. First of the 1-and-1 free throws is no good for Geeson. Rebound comes to IFA. Now LaCour going for a steal. Oof, now Stella LaCour is going to go right into Bridgewater. So now LaCour got up for a second and was trying to figure out which county she was in. Looks like she's okay now, as she got up and just had that where am I at look as she went head first right into Bridgewater. Bridgewater will shoot 2 here for Iowa Falls. All the 11th foul against Forest City, 2nd on LaCour. First free throw is up and it is good for Bridgewater, as Brooklyn Kraft will come in now for Forest City as well. 66-44. 41 seconds left in the game. Bridgewater will get one more free throw for IFA. It is no good. Rebound will go to LaCour. Jenna Donchi will grab it now for Forest City. Brooklyn Kraft in the corner. 30 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. 66-44. Forest City leads the game by 22. Aubrey Miller has it. The Indians will have to shoot or turn it over or do something with the basketball, as there is a difference of about 5 seconds between game clock and shot clock. Aubrey Miller's got it. 16 on the game clock, 11 on the shot clock. Ball nearly goes out of bounds. It's a turnover, so now the shot clock will expire. 9 seconds in the game as Idis will bring it across the line. 5 in the game, and that's going to be it. Forest City is going to win, as Idis will throw it up at the end of the game. 66-44. Forest City is on to the regional semifinals, where they get a rematch with their fierce rivals, the Clear Lake Lions, and Forest City will get a battle for an 11th time. Those two teams have played 10 times in the postseason. In 30 years, they've played 10 times, a third of the postseason games. Forest City said, yeah, not quite, but you matched it up a little bit there. Pretty crazy. Forest City and Iowa Falls, and Clear Lake will play for an 11th postseason game. We'll have that for you on Wednesday. We got to wrap this one up first, though. 66-44, Forest City, the final. They win over Iowa Falls, Alden. We'll come back in 3 minutes for the post-game show here on KIOW.
FCIS Insurance is proud to support our local athletes throughout the year. Let FCIS be your partner, not just your agent, helping you with all your insurance needs. With multiple carriers, we can get you the best coverage for the best price. Call us today at 800-331-1520. Good luck, Indians, from FCIS Insurance.
Single Stat Hardware in Lake Mills has American-made Whirlpool, Maytag, and Amana appliances to make your life easier. For appliances with the best in innovation, quality, dependability, and free delivery, see Single Stat Hardware, your do-it-best store at 202 North Washington in Lake Mills, or at singlestathardware.com.
IMT Transport Incorporated of Garner, the premier safety-centered carrier for ag and truck equipment. With an elite 250-plus truck fleet, IMT Transport will move your heaviest valuables to 48 states, integrating modern technology to map and monitor loads with certified planners and dispatchers and the best drivers in the industry, making it happen all year round. Get shipping the right way today with IMT Transport.
Forest City Family Dentistry, downtown on J Street. Dr. Layla can now place crowns in one visit. No clumsy temporary or return appointment needed. Also ask us about replacing missing teeth with affordable dental implants. Visit the place that puts a smile on your face. Forest City Family Dentistry. Call 585-4636.
It's the pride in every pour that makes Keppen Custom Concrete stand above the rest. From footings to foundation walls, driveways to sidewalks. When you're looking for high standards set in concrete, it's Keppen Custom Concrete. Find them on Facebook.
Cattleman's at the Club. Solid, simple, and honest food. Located at the Belmont Country Club. Cooked to perfection roast prime rib of beef, burgers, Alaskan walleye, pasta, Tex-Mex, and steaks. Homemade salad bar with all entrees, plus Sundays, enjoy a 3-meat buffet. Cattleman's at the Club in Belmont.
The County Line Seed Team of Chuck Rubish, Jake Young, and myself, Matt Keel, are your premier and local DeKalb, Asgrow, AgriGold, and NK dealer in Forest City. With a combined over 30 years of seed experience, we're setting a new trend in agriculture at County Line. Call today at 641-581-3300 or visit us off the Airport Blacktop in Forest City.
Forest City Ford at the corner of 9 and 69 in Forest City wishes good luck to our local athletes. We look forward to seeing you compete. When you need a vehicle, see us at Forest City Ford, where customers really do send their friends.
At Winnebago Mutual Insurance Association and Winnebago Insurance Agency in Lake Mills, you get the coverage you know you need from the people you know will be there for you when you need them most. Trust in tomorrow with Winnebago Mutual and Winnebago Insurance Agency, your local Grinnell Mutual insurance providers.
Swenson's Do It Best Hardware and Brick. Get thousands of handy items like Traeger grills, WeatherTech products, housewares, tools, plumbing, electrical, and building materials. For all your painting projects, choose Valspar Pristine, Medallion, and Integrity paints. We do custom matching from any color. Get ready for spring at Swenson's Do It Best Hardware and Brick, serving North Iowa for over 40 years.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Top Dead Center Truck Equipment of Forest City. Top Dead Center is a full-line Western dealer with blades and snow control equipment. They also carry truck accessories of all kinds, fifth wheel hitches, LED lights, and more. Call 641-512-5529. Top Dead Center Truck Equipment of Forest City.
Pritchard Auto Company of Britt is a proud supporter of West Hancock athletics, music, arts, and education, as well as many activities and organizations in the Britt and Kanawha communities. You support us so we can support them. Check us out on Pritchards.com. Give us a call or stop in and let us earn your business. That's Pritchards.com. Go Eagles.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. Forest City will win a regional quarterfinal game for an 8th consecutive year. Last time Forest City lost in the regional quarterfinals was back in 2015, a 55-35 loss to Clear Lake. They have not lost in the first round since that 55-35 20-point loss to Clear Lake in 2015. They had won 7 straight coming into tonight. Now they've won 8 straight quarterfinal matchups, 5th straight postseason win at home for Forest City. Second straight win over Iowa Falls Alden. They beat Iowa Falls Alden in the first round in 2016 and now come back and beat them again here 66-44 in the first round in 2023. We do know already that Forest City will play their postseason game against Clear Lake as the Lions defeated Sadell 79-39 tonight. So a 40-point win for Clear Lake over Sadell, 79-39. Jordan Malin had 14 points to lead the Lions in that one. That was a 1-point game, 50-49 against Forest City on a Saturday in January, the last time these two teams met up, and now they're going to meet again here in the postseason as they will meet for an 11th postseason game. Forest City and Iowa Falls Forest City and Clear Lake have met 10 times in the postseason. Forest City's fiercest rival when it comes to postseason games and maybe the regular season as well, as they will take on the Clear Lake Lions, who defeated Sadell 79-39 this evening. Go along with our trend. We were talking about what Forest City has done. How about at home? This is the 17th time Forest City has played a home postseason game in 5-on-5 basketball. They were 12-4 coming into tonight, now 13-4. Forest City 13-4 all-time when playing on their home floor in girls basketball postseason games in those 17 games. Again, Forest City has not lost at home in the postseason since 2018. And when they play postseason games at home, they've outscored their opponents, do outscore their opponents 779. They've scored at home in the postseason. Their opponents have scored 735 points, so outscoring their opponents 44 points when they play at home in the postseason. And you can add 22 more points to that tonight as Forest City outscores Iowa Falls Alden by 22 points tonight. So a total of 66. Forest City outscores their opponents by 66 points at home in the postseason. We'll take another break. We'll come back. More of the postgame show comes your way in about 3 minutes here on KIOW.
MBT Investments of Forest City. Whether it's servicing your 401k, saving for your child's education, or investing for the future. See Matt Jennings or Troy Hall at MBT Investments. Call 585-IRAs. MBT Investments, your partner for your financial journey. Securities and advisory services are offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor and broker-dealer member FINRA/SIPC. Insurance products are offered through LPL or its licensed affiliates. Securities and insurance offered through LPL or its affiliates are not insured by FDIC or any government agency, not bank guaranteed, not bank deposits or obligations, may lose value.
Kirschbaum Electrical and Plumbing of Lake Mills has over 25 years experience in electrical, plumbing, heating, and air conditioning work, residential and light commercial installation and repair work. Give them a call at 641-592-8831 today. Good luck to the Lake Mills Bulldogs from Kirschbaum Electrical and Plumbing of Lake Mills.
Hi, I'm Dave Zroslik, president of Stellar Industries. The employee owners of Stellar Industries reflect the values of small-town living, honesty, integrity, kindness, and caring. With locations in Garner, Kanawha, and Mason City, Stellar is a proud supporter of high school athletes from across the North Iowa area. Log on to StellarIndustries.com to learn more about Stellar and how you can become part of our family.
Ewing Funeral Home and Monument Company, family-owned and community-minded in Britt, Kanawha, Clarion, Belmont, and Dow's. Honoring families in North Iowa for over 40 years. Michael Brianne and the staff of Ewing Funeral Home and Monument Company say good luck, area teams.
Hy-Vee in Garner is a proud supporter of the GHV Cardinals. Hy-Vee is conveniently located on Highway 18 in Garner. Hy-Vee is your employee-owned family grocery store. Go Cards from Hy-Vee in Garner. Check out our weekly hot deals in the store today.
Miller Pharmacy has complete prescription services. Free delivery in town, by mail, along with curbside pickup located at the Mercy One Clinic in Forest City. Miller Pharmacy is also open Saturday mornings and gladly accepts Visa, MasterCard, and Discover. Call ahead and your script refill will be ready for you. No need to wait. Miller Pharmacy of Forest City.
Count on First State Bank of Britt and Woden to put your community first. We partner with your clubs, we cheer with you at the games, we make decisions right at home to help keep you financially strong. And with advanced online and mobile options, banking has never been easier. Good luck, Eagles, from First State Bank of Britt and Woden, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Waldorf University in Forest City. With scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com, as we're going to be joined now by the Forest City girls basketball team as Emma Anderson and Colette Logus joining us here on the postgame show. We'll start first with Emma. First of all, you kind of got a little bit of a double whammy there. You got the ball from Hayden, right? That got you in the face. Then you turn around and got an arm or something, so you got double whammy. Are you feeling okay?
Yep, just a little rattled up, but I think I'll be good.
Good, awesome. Well, you come out with a victory tonight here over Iowa Falls Alden, so that's always got to make things feel a little bit better coming out with a victory here at home. First of all, what's the feeling like for you right now?
It's just a really good feeling. Obviously, we're back to the team we took a couple games off without Cohen, but I feel like we played really good tonight. We were really aggressive, and obviously our defense has just started our offensive end, which we're used to.
Coach Erpelding, he always talks with us on the radio. I'm sure he preaches to you guys about playing, full games, 32 minutes. And you guys, Iowa Falls got out at first, but you guys came back and had a 7-0 run, made it 12-5, and really kind of just took control from that point, led by 9 at the end of the first, led by 10 at halftime. How do you feel the team played from quarter 1 to quarter 4?
Obviously, yes, throughout the whole year, we always preach, play the 32. We really want to get off to a good start from the beginning, but obviously we know we can't always do that and get ahead, so we just want to focus on getting back and really getting our defensive stops and getting our transition going.
It was a physical game the whole time. I mean, there was 41 fouls called in this game, 44 free throws shot between the two teams. So how do you guys know? Do you guys just know, okay, hey, we know it's going to be a physical game. We got to be physical right back. Is that kind of the mindset for you guys?
Yes, we just definitely focus on the just kind of dealing with the mentality. We're just going to do what we can, go in strong and be prepared for the contact and just deal with it.
This is now another win in the first round of the postseason. Your team's moving on. You guys have always won the first round since you've been playing, and now you're going to go on and take on another Clear Lake team. So what's the mindset? I mean, it was a 1-point game the last time. Obviously, you guys know what's the mindset going into Clear Lake?
We're really excited to play them again. Obviously, a really close game. We had them the first time, but I think they just came out on us really strong. So I think if we come out to a better start, it's going to be a really good game and hopefully a good outcome for us.
Well, Emma, thanks so much for joining us, and hopefully you get all healed up before Wednesday.
Thank you.
That's Emma Anderson, Forest City girls basketball team. She had 10 points tonight, 1 point off of her career high there for Emma, and Colette Logus is going to join us now as well.
Hi.
And Colette, how are you?
Good.
You missed a couple of games earlier this week. How are you feeling, and how did you feel tonight?
I felt really good tonight. I didn't have any pain from spraining my ankle, so I had a quick recovery, and I'm glad to be back out. Feels good.
Yeah, that's crazy how, is that just takes some work on rehab. And obviously you're such a fierce competitor that I'm sure you were just kind of beating at the bit a little bit to try to get back into the game, but glad you're feeling good and glad recovery went so quickly.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't fun watching the past 2 games, but it feels good to be back out there and be with everybody.
And you tested it right away. You were putting up shots. Is that kind of just what you just want to know how it felt right away, or?
I felt like I needed to get back in the swing of things.
Okay.
It was nothing. It wasn't necessarily my best night, but I feel like I played good for the team and contributed in ways that I could.
7 points for you. That's not a bad night coming back after you were 2 for 2 from the free throw line. You knocked down a 3 late in that game. Let's go. Same question I would talk to Emma about. Physical, hard game. You guys were battling the whole night. So how do you just get into that physical game?
I like the physical game. I think it makes it more fun but obviously, injuries is a big part of it, but it makes it more competitive, and I feel like you get different kinds of teams, and this team was a lot more aggressive than teams we've played in the past.
9 different scorers on your team tonight. You guys shared the ball really well. I thought personally, how did you feel sharing the ball?
I felt like we usually do a good job at sharing the ball usually, so I felt like that was kind of a normal thing for us, but I think tonight we really shared the ball good, and it was nice to see some girls score that usually don't.
I know they made a couple of runs in this game. Your guys' largest lead was 18. They cut it down to 8. When they get it down to 8, you guys probably aren't getting nervous. You guys are just, hey, we'll just keep going, right?
Yeah, just keep pushing and just know, like, we got this, and, like, the mindset, we got to keep going. And yeah, we'll just work together as a team, and we'll accomplish it.
Now you guys get another shot at Clear Lake. Are you excited about another shot at Clear Lake?
Yes, I am.
Clear Lake winner tonight. Get back to the regional semifinals. What do you think your mindset's going to go in against Clear Lake?
I think we kind of want revenge since we lost by 1 the last time, and it's not fun to lose by 1 against any team. So I think, going in there strong and just getting it done, like, be ready, like, we're going at it.
You guys got a couple of days now to prepare for Clear Lake Saturday. So you got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday before that Wednesday game. So that might be nice to maybe help heal up some of the players, including yourself and Emma and everybody else, but also prepare for Clear Lake.
I think it'll be good the next few days that we have just to, like, work on new things and improve things that we're not the best at. And I think when the game comes up, we'll be ready for them.
Alrighty. Colette, thanks so much for your
Thank
time.
you.
I got to get Coach Erpelding on here before he steals my supper. Coach Erpelding joining us here on the post-game show as well. Coach, you missed it. I just told everybody I got to get you on the radio and get Colette off and get you on before you steal my supper.
Yeah, exactly. That kind of looks like a little inviting, but I'm not sure what it is. Probably a hamburger? What is it?
Yeah, it must be. Okay. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I guess we'll find out when we're done here,
We'll
right?
find out. We can share them. Yeah, I'll give you a little present.
You probably
there
worked
for
harder than I have today. You deserve
I don't think so. 66-44, your team wins tonight in a very physical game. 41 fouls called in this game. 44 free throws shot between the two teams. Black guys and bruises are going to be going into the locker room for your team, but you fought through it.
Yeah, exactly. I was disappointed with how many fouls we committed. I mean, a lot of them I thought, I shouldn't say a lot of them, but a handful of them were kind of the dumb fouls, knowing the situation, up big, 80 feet from the basket. So a little bit disappointed with how many fouls we committed. Normally our goal is not to put teams in the bonus. Tonight I think we had them in the bonus probably in the first and third quarter, maybe the fourth. I don't know. But anyway, we fouled too much. But, yes, extremely physical. We knew that's the way it was going to be. We just play the game, the right way, I think. So just do our best to keep playing, not react to what's happening on the floor in a negative way, I guess. And I thought my girls did a really good job because it really got physical there, especially late in the game.
Coach, your team had an 18-point lead in the first half. Iowa Falls Alden cut that to 8. And your girls kind of just weathered that storm, just rocky, a little boat rocky. They weathered it, and you still find the win by 22.
Yeah, I told them I felt like we had them right there. We just need to put our foot on their throat and finish them, and we didn't do that, let them back in it. They cut it even when they get it down to 12. I mean, the way they shoot threes, 2 threes there after halftime, and all of a sudden it's a 4-point ball game. So we were fortunate enough that they didn't get it going from the 3-point line. But, yeah, I didn't really like to see that lead evaporate. But like you said, we fought through second half, kind of made that run, and then we held it there at whatever it was, 12 or 15 there for most of the second half, I felt like.
Coach, your young girls, I thought, played really well, pretty poised for their first ever postseason game. Hayden had 22 points. Drew had 6. Lexi chipped in for 2. Bethany Warren was in foul trouble much of the game, but she still chipped in 5 as a sophomore for you there. Colette had 7 coming back off of injury. So your young girls, I thought, played really well in a postseason game.
Yeah, those freshmen, and I think us in general, my girls they're all pretty fearless.
Yeah.
They're not scared of anything. They're just going to go give it their best effort, and really not worry about anything. Just play the game and play it hard. That's all they know how to do. And I think one thing to mention, we were in, I wouldn't say significant foul trouble. We had a lot of girls with 2 there in the first half, and I think that kind of got to our success there late in the first half, as we kind of ran out of bigs there with Jaden, Drew, and Bethany all on the bench, and that kind of let them get back in it just a little bit. But being the first time that some of those girls were in somewhat foul trouble, I think it was a good experience for them to kind of learn from the fouls they did commit, because I think each one of them probably had a foul they'd wish to have back. So, But really proud of the way we fought.
And, Coach, you guys didn't have to rely on the three-pointer, just 5 3-pointers in this game, 2 in the first half, 3 in the second half. Actually, there was only a total of 8 made between the two teams in this game, which if you would have asked me before the game if there was only 8 3-pointers made, I would have thought you're crazy. But, a little bit of a different game the way it played out.
Yeah, well, I think it comes down to both coaches knowing that, they knew we had a couple pretty good three-point shooters, and we obviously knew they could shoot it. So you want to take away their strengths, and I thought we did a pretty good job of that for the most part. But, yeah, I think it comes down to tournament time like this, is, who makes the best adjustments within the game and at halftime and that type of thing. And I really thought, we came out in the third quarter and kind of reestablished ourselves and, kind of, I wouldn't say coasted, but really weren't pressed there the second half too much after we kind of stretched it out there a little bit.
8th straight time that this team has, I know only 5 with you, but 8th straight time this team has won their opening round playoff game, whether it's at home or on the road. Not all of them have been at home, some of them have been on the road. What has just been the secret sauce here in the because you guys have played good opponents.
We have. I think I feel like, this program's been good before I took over, right? It's athletic, competitive teams that really fight hard. I think that's the biggest thing is I know my teams anyway haven't given up. They just play 32 minutes. But as you know, I'm not happy till we win that regional final. We got there last year. Take care of business Wednesday, and I need to get this program to the state tournament because they've been starving for one forever. And so I just look at it one game at a time, and obviously I think we can compete with anybody, so I don't care who the opponent is. That's just getting my team ready for them, and I really want to take that next step with this program.
Yeah, 52 years, Coach, 52 years, no state tournament appearances for this program. You're going to take on a Clear Lake team. The team that this program has played the most in the postseason is Clear Lake. You get them again. They pick up a 40-point win tonight, 79-39 over Sadell. So both teams with big wins. It was a 1-point game the last time on their home floor. Hopefully the sun will be a little bit not quite shining in. It won't be a Saturday afternoon. It'll be a Wednesday night. It'll be prime time, and everybody's got to have their best foot forward.
We do. And we felt like we didn't play very well there for a majority of that game. Really kind of put it together there in the second half. It just ran out of time. Another minute or two, I think we get that win. And we talked at the time about how important that game is for seeding, and the fact we lost it by points, why we're going to Clear Lake rather than playing here. But we played well enough to win that game, in all honesty, even though we didn't play well for a big stretch of that game. But we're going in there extremely confident that, we can come out of there with a victory if we pay attention to the scouting report and defensively do what we need to do.
Coach, last one for you. What do you guys got to do over the next couple of days to get ready for Clear Lake?
Make sure we're healthy, take care of our body. I think with Co's ankle and Emma's got a little dinged up tonight and whatnot. So take care of our body, make sure our body's in the best possible shape it can be in. Obviously got to have a couple good days of practice. I obviously got to go throw on the game film now to get ready for Clear Lake, and we'll do our best, but we got to really be locked in. We can't take a day off.
All right, Coach, I lied. Last question. Eagles or Chiefs? Who wins the Super Bowl tomorrow?
I think the Chiefs do. Not that I'm a Chiefs fan, but I think Mahomes is just too tough. I just think they're going to get it done.
All right. Well, I hope you're wrong, but Chiefs is the pick for Coach Erpelding. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back. Stats will wrap up the post-game show here from Forest City in 2 minutes.
Hancock County Health System physical, occupational, and speech therapy programs are here for you. For high school athletes to retirees, HCHS will guide you in minimizing your pain and maximizing your mobility. Hancock County Health System, your health, our care, a lasting partnership.
Hi, this is Tim Schmidt with Pritchards of Garner. We have been proudly supporting GHV athletics since 1913. We are also proud of our award-winning team right here at Pritchards of Garner. And from all of us here, go Cardinals!
The comfort that comes from dependable quality LP gas is delivered when you need it from Hanson LP Gas of Lake Mills and Thompson, locally owned and operated since 2005 with competitive prices and quick, efficient service. Good luck, athletes from Hanson LP Gas of Lake Mills and Thompson.
Clear Lake Bank and Trust is a local bank with local decisions and experienced employees. We are also dedicated to helping our customers achieve their highest financial goals. We appreciate those who put their trust in our bank and our employees. For that, we say thank you.
Visit our website at clearlakebank.com or feel free to visit any of our 4 convenient locations to learn more about Clear Lake Bank and Trust.
Hy-Vee in Forest City is a proud supporter of the Forest City Indians. Stop in and check out their pharmacy. It's built for you. No waiting in lines for the pharmacy. The pharmacy will be waiting for you. Hy-Vee is your full-service, employee-owned grocery store here in Forest City. Go Indians from Hy-Vee.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here to Forest City High School courtside. Our post-game show as Forest City defeats Iowa Falls Alden. Indians now 13-4 all-time on their home floor in the postseason as they win 17 times that this team has played in 5-on-5 girls basketball, have played on their home floor, now 13-4. They are now 2-2 all-time against Iowa Falls Alden. Lost the first 2 in 1996 and 2005, and then won in 2016 and win again here in 2023. Taking a look at our stats here in the post game. Ella Shearer is the leading scorer. She scores 16. Phillips of Iowa Falls Alden with 9. Bridgewater has 9. Dennis has 6. 3 for Baker. 1 for Johnson, Jocelyn Johnson, also in the game, and 6 for Dennis. 20 fouls in the game for Iowa Falls Alden. 1 on Dennis, 3 on Idis. 2 go against Handelin, 5 against Johnson. She fouls out. 4 against Bridgewater. 1 in the contest against Baker. 1 against Phipps, and 3 against Shire. For Forest City, the Indians are led by the freshman Hayden Brown. She was 3 off her career high, 22 points for her to lead the Indians. 10 points for Anderson. 7 for Colette Logus, 5 for Bethany Warren, 4 for Jaden Jerome, 2 for Lily Nelson, 2 for Lexi Eisenbrand, 8 for Carly Lambert, and 6 for Drew Seglum. Forest City was 9 of 18 from the free throw line, 6 of 11 in the first half, 3 of 7 in the second half, 9 of 18. Iowa Falls Alden was 10 of 12 from the free throw line in the game, 7 of 14 in the second half, 10 of 12 in the first half. They were a game total of 17 of 26 from the free throw line. The two teams shot 44 free throws in this game. Again, 26 for Iowa Falls Alden, 18 for Forest City. 44 free throws were shot in this contest. The Indians committed 21 fouls. Iowa Falls Alden committed 20 for a total of 41 fouls in the game. Forest City scored 20 in the first quarter, 14 in the second, 17 in the third quarter, and 15 in the fourth quarter. Iowa Falls Alden scored 11 in the first quarter, 13 in the second quarter, 11 in the third quarter, and 9 in the fourth quarter. 8 3-pointers made in the game, 5 from Forest City and 3 from Iowa Falls Alden. That's going to do it for us here from Forest City. We will see you on the long trip to Sumner. We'll see you in Sumner on Monday as the Forest City boys basketball team will open up their postseason on Monday against Sumner. Forest City girls will next be in action on Wednesday as they will take on Clear Lake in the second round at Clear Lake in the semifinals, as Forest City is trying to go to back-to-back regional finals for the first time in program history, trying to go to back-to-back regional finals. They will need to beat the Clear Lake Lions in order to do so. Forest City 14-9 heading into that game. Iowa Falls Alden ends the season at 9-13. Again, your final score from Forest City High School: Indians 66, Cadets 44. We'll see you from Sumner on